guys, so this is the Sporty Corner, and today we are in Athi River, a place called Whistle Moran. And that name is hard, and this place is far, like very far. So they do GP karting here and quad bikes. So now there's a race of GP karting that's going on, and here are the two finalists who are twins. So first they'll start by telling us their names.
My name is Albert.
And my name is William.
So guys, you're both in the finals.
Yes.
First, let's start here. Who do you think you're going to win?
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to win?
It depends. So like right now my kart is having technical difficulties. So if it works out well, yeah, I'll try my best.
It works out well. So what do you think is what do you think is the problem with your karts?
So I think that my engine is perfectly fine, but long time ago, so I haven't karted in like 3-4 months, and I've grown a lot in that time. So my setup of my chassis needs to change a lot.
So you haven't raced in a while, isn't it? So how does that make you're in school, right?
Yes.
So how do you balance your schoolwork and karting? Let me start here.
Okay. So first on the weekends, right? We come karting, but not every weekend. If we've got an exam at school, then I miss the go-kart race sometimes. And I study. Or if I really want to go practicing, then I also have to quit it. And I just have to skip it. And yeah.
So since you're twins, I think this applies for both of you.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So you're the same like me?
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you start karting?
We started karting around 7 years ago. So that's when we came to Kenya. And we were very small, so we were doing 50cc. That's like a very slow kart. Yeah, so very slow.
And the same, isn't it?
Yeah, we all started at 50cc and started moving up slowly.
So here, which car is the 50cc, the slowest of them all?
50cc over there.
Cars, are your cars same?
Well, every driver is different. The setup is also different. Alvin and I weigh different, so the weights are also different. And yeah.
So the car you have depends on your weight.
No. So there's a lot of frames, so that's a Tony kart. Our kart is a Tony kart. There is no CRG at the moment. Yeah, but it depends. The driver chooses which kart he fits.
So what's the difference between BMW M3 and the other BMW?
Okay, so the BMW that I want is a M2 or M4. So like there are many different types. There's a BMW M2, M3, M4, M5, until M8. And the higher it gets, the expensive it becomes.
The higher it gets, the expensive it becomes. Yeah. Does that mean the higher the M8?
The higher the number, the higher the
speed,
better
what about the
specifications. The better the specifications.
And speed also.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you guys are both going to race in the final.
Yeah.
Guys, we have to watch and see who's the better of these twins. So what does like racing and speed and go-kart and karting, what does it bring into your school, like schoolwork?
For schoolwork, I don't think it applies much. Like if you just because you do go-karting, your schoolwork won't improve. I find go-karting is a very good hobby, and for the future, it can also be a good job. Like if you're a go-karter, you can become in the future F1 driver or car driver. It depends.
So what's the difference between this car, these Formula 1 cars, and the normal cars that we drive? Is it because it doesn't have a body, or is it because of, I don't know?
Okay, the chassis is very different. The weight is very different. The engine's very different. So like you can't compare anything with the Formula 1 and the go-karts. Like the only similarity is that it's got 4 wheels, like a car.
So do you think that if the fastest go-karts, Ferrari or is it BMW, I don't know, and the fastest car like STI, Subarus and McLaren, those cars, which one do you think can win?
Against what? Wait, what against what?
Like BMW, like these cars, Ferrari and BMW, you know them?
Yeah.
The M8, let's say M8,
Yeah.
MK8, and the McLaren.
Yes.
Which one do you think is going to win?
Depends on which McLaren it is.
So like
The fastest.
The fastest McLaren, then the fastest
one.
McLaren.
Yeah.
Then it'll win. The McLaren will obviously win. Because BMW always makes normal cars like sedans, SUVs and stuff like that, but McLaren is just a supercar
No, I'm not
company.
talking about BMW cars. I'm talking about BMW Formula One cars like these ones.
oh no.
So
no.
we're changing from not racing like two go-karts together. No, this one's a go-kart and the other one's a car.
Okay, so the go-karts, okay, so BMW and Mercedes, they don't make go-karts. So the ones that we know is CRG, Top Kart, this one's called Cosmic, they're made different types. And for us, for me, I find that this kart that I have right now fits with me the most because each company makes a different way of making their go-karts. Not all go-karts are the same. And if you put the fastest go-kart against the fastest McLaren, the McLaren will win. But the go-karts are very light.
Because this is a 125cc engine and it's got 21 horsepower for this engine.
Who's your favorite guy? Like the Formula One guy, who's your favorite?
So I don't watch Formula One that much, but if I were to choose one driver, it would be Schumacher.
For me, it's also the same. But now he had an accident and now he's retired. Yeah.
So you drive a, let's say this car's a Formula One car, right?
No, go-kart. Yeah,
When you upgrade
Yeah.
to be Formula One.
yeah.
So how is it possible that you do go-karts and you don't watch Formula One?
So I think that, okay, so it depends. You can do go-karting in the future. If you want to, you can become a Formula One driver. But you don't always have to. Those people who become Formula One drivers probably watch a lot of Formula One drivers in that time, race, and they learned all their driving skills. But for us, I just want to concentrate on go-karting, not going to F1.
So you want just to do go-karting, not Formula One. And what about you?
Okay, so taking it step by step, slowly, is the key. Learning your mistakes and, you know, basic stuff. But if you want to be a Formula One driver, then you focus on Formula One. But us, what we're focusing on is just,
Go-karts.
like, it's a hobby. It's a hobby.
So you guys aren't doing this for like in future, or just
So
having
we
fun?
want to be an engineer when we're older.
Or you want to be an engineer?
And this will probably help us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So guys, we're almost coming to your race. Are you nervous?
No, yeah, okay, I'm always nervous for a race, but for this one, no.
What about you?
There's no reason to be nervous, but don't let overconfidence take over.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Overconfidence is a bad,
Yeah.
is something bad. So what would happen, let's say for example, this sport was no longer a thing. What other sport do you see yourself doing?
Me personally, I mean, like right now, I don't really have 100. I'm not really focusing on go-karting because there aren't really competitors. Like in our class, there's only 6 competitors, and like 2 or 3 years ago, we used to be 20 something in one race.
In your
And
class
you know,
at school?
I miss that time.
Oh, okay. And what about you? Is there any sport that you want?
Yeah, so I like doing normal sports like athletic. Like I enjoy running, jumping, all that stuff. So also in school, I'm really good at sports. So in case like if go-karting wasn't there in the beginning, I'll probably be doing sport right now.
Athletes.
Yeah,
You?
Athletics too.
Athletics too. No one here plays football or basketball, swimming, basketball.
I used to.
Used to. So this is the end of our sporty segment. And now we have to sit here and watch who is going to win the race. Should I say who I think is going to win?
Yes.
I won't say that. You guys should watch that for yourself.